IUIC and these Hebrew Israelite camps, and are they promoting colorism amongst American Negroes and skin color worship amongst American Negroes? And I'm probably gonna make another video, but I seen this comment right here. This is not. I don't think this had nothing to do with the people who are speaking or the camp that who's speaking. But I'm just wondering where are they getting these ideologies from about light skinned Negroes, and they've been pushing this narrative that light skinned people are not in the Bible, and mixed race people are not in the Bible, and also everybody was dark complected. There was all just one dark skinned nation, which is not biblical at all. And let me read this comment right here. It says, let me read this first one first. It says, "Can anyone show me burnt fine brass?" And if you look at fine brass, they claim that Christ was a dark skinned man. They use photos of like Damson Idris and Idris Elba and guys that look like that, which is promoting skin color worship amongst the children of Israel. But if you actually look at fine brass, they claim that the KJV, King James version of the scriptures is the most accurate. But if you look at the KJV, he's not described as a dark-skinned man. If you look at fine brass as it was burnt in the furnace, fine brass is not dark. It's yellow. It's a yellow, it's like a loaf of bread that you put in the oven. And when you burn brass, you don't burn it to make it black. You burn it so it can has a shine and a polish to it. So my question is where are y'all getting these ideologies from that Christ was dark? Now, when you read other versions, it says polished brass or burnt brass, and that's different. So what my point is that y'all don't know what the hell this man looks like, and it's kind of like idolatry, even to even promote that. And I seen a brother, he made a video saying that it's not, they was accusing him of being an idolater because they had pictures of what they believe Christ looked like. And they was, like I said, they was using Damson Idris and cats like that, dark skinned dudes like that. And saying they was worshiping, he said it's okay to make it as long as you don't worship it. But I'm saying you might not be worshiping the image specifically, you or the guys in your camp. But what you're saying to the people that you're teaching, you're saying that black boy or that dark-skinned boy is the face of Christ. So that's automatically going to trigger them to feel like they have to worship people who looks like that in that image. So that is kind of sending them astray into skin color worship. But my main point of making this video, you don't know what that man looks like. It doesn't even tell you what he looks like. He's described as being a light-skinned Negro in the KJV. Then he's described as being dark. Y'all don't know what that man looks like. So why are y'all making these images of what you think he looks like? That's just too close of going off to me. All right, y'all don't know what that man looks like. And it shouldn't even matter what he looks like, whether he's light-skinned or whether he's dark, because it's promoting skin color worship. And you see that a lot in Israel or amongst people of color here in America. You know, you see it amongst black women. They only worship darker men because they keep spreading these fake ideologies saying that light-skinned brothers are not real Israelites or real black men. And I'm like, where the hell are they getting it from? I know where they're getting it from. But I'm saying, like, where is that in the scriptures? There's light-skinned people in the Bible everywhere. There's mixed race people in the Bible everywhere. So I'm trying to figure out, why are they promoting this? All right, and let me see this. He said light-skinned people are not made in God's images, which is a damn lie. Only Afro dark-skinned people are. That's not true. Anyone who has a preference for light skin or worships the mark of the beast, aka white skin. See, he's going off right there. The mark of the beast is not light brown skin or skin in general. The mark of the beast, meaning the kingdom, is worshiping in this man's society, his kingdom. And how are you going to do that? By the Revelation 13 badge, the C-hip, taking the mark. When this digital, when they force the digital ID and stuff on people, that's coming very soon. when the stock market crashes, all right, they're going to enforce the haragma. The haragma means the marking of the flesh. And they're going to put that chip in your flesh. And if you take that, you won't be able to repent. You can't repent for taking that mark. You won't be able to buy or sell unless you have the mark, i.e. the C-hip. All right? That's what that means. It's not talking about skin tone. These dudes are bugged out. All right? The dark-skinned Negroes have always preferred lighter people. They always, and people all over the world did. And I'm not saying that like that's a good thing, because it's not, because they've always been like that. Darker skinned people have always chased and fetishized lighter skinned people. It's not anything new. But they're lying about the history. And I'm just trying to figure out where in the scriptures it tells you that y'all was all a dark brown nation. It's not nowhere in the scriptures. All right. And he said also the only Israelite tribe taken out of Africa and spread to the four corners of earth was Judah. Judeans are Afro dark. The other 11 tribes, which is Israel, dispersed in Africa, all tribes of Israel were Afro dark people. No, they were not, unless they have melanin deficiency or have been punished and have their melanin took away, like Miriam in the Bible. Absolutely, she was struck by leprosy, aka white, light skin. I personally believe that I had the highest branch of the descendants of King David, who are the descendants of Judah, are the United States. And King David was light skinned. And when it says leprous, it's not talking about light skin or light brown, beige, khaki brown Negroes. That's not what it's talking about. When it says she made him white as snow, it's talking about literally white. All right. And also the fact that Miriam had her melanin taken away from her as a punishment tells me that the farther you are from light and bright skin in terms of your complexion, the better. The more melanin you have, the better. The darker you are, the better. Where is that in the scriptures? All right. So they're promoting that, and that's not in the scriptures. All right. So I'm sorry to inform you, not really, but your light skin preference or mixed race preference, aka Latino, Mestizo, Hispanics, Native Americans, are not Israelites. They are hybrids, just like in the days of Noah. They were hybrids. And there are hybrids again today. None of the Afro dark-skinned people are hybrids. See, this dude is going off. Because if you actually don't understand the scriptures, he's saying they're not Israelites because allegedly they were hybrids. Noah was chosen by the Most High. Noah is rumored to be a light-skinned Negro. And also he was rumored to be an albino. So how cursed really was he? And on top of that, he's saying he's calling these people hybrids. Dude, the scriptures are filled with mixed people. The whole 12 tribes of people are mixed. Ephraim and all these other tribes, they are mixed. Also amongst Judah. King David was not a full Judean. King David, his grandmother was Ruth. Ruth allegedly wasn't even an Israelite. She was an Amorite. All right, that probably explains where he gets his complexion from. His light brown, sandy brown hair. That Steph Curry look from. And he was the leader of Judah. So where are they getting this from? All right. And all light-skinned Negroes don't always come from the same place. And on top of that, you're calling Jesus Christ or Yahushua, you're calling him a hybrid because he comes from a mixed background. Yahushua his argument was not dark-skinned. You can make a case that he wasn't a dark-skinned black man. He comes from a biracially mixed background. He comes from the line of King David, the light-skinned black man, King David. All right. David was not dark. King Solomon, David's son, has mixed kids. Remember, he didn't date women of Black America or Judah. He dated interracially. Didn't he have a son named Redbone? Redbone was mixed. All right. He was still named the son of Judah. And same thing with Redbone was if he was living today, he'd be half Black American, half Asian, or something like that. So, and that's where Christ comes from. So you're saying that Christ is a hybrid. He's not, and he's not an Israelite. He's not a Judean because has quote unquote mixed DNA. So these dudes are going off. And I was gonna make a separate video about this. They was calling mixed race people mamzers. All right, mixed race people are not mamzers. If you're calling them mamzers, that means that you're calling King David a mamzer. You're calling Yahushua a mamzer. You're calling Redbone a mamzer. Also, Gershom. All right, remember he was talking about Moses' son. Moses' sister. Am I tripping? Is it Moses' son, Gershom? I think it was his son was Gershom, and Gershom was mixed. He wasn't a full Israelite. He was biracial. And not only was he in the congregation, he was leading the congregation. So where are y'all getting this stuff from? All right. So that's this dude is going off. Loss of words. Exactly. Loss of words. No scriptures. Christ came for all melanins. Google's your friend keywords. This dude is going out, and they've been promoting that for a very long time. All right. But it's not biblical. And also, I actually heard, I know the brother Ford touched on this, and I actually heard somebody else say this. He said that they wouldn't even allow light-skinned brothers into camps not too long ago because they viewed us as a faulty image. But the leader of Judas have always been light-skinned dudes, even in the ancient world, like King David. The whole entire time, David was light-skinned. So they're going off right there. That was thousands of years ago. So you're kicking the light-skinned brothers out saying they can't join the camps, which I'm not a fan of camps, no way. All right, because the Most High doesn't deal with camps. Now, I'm not saying that you're wrong for being in one. I just know that the Most High deals with people who are by themselves, who are holy and who are separate. And I know that that's how he operates. Not people who are in groups all the time. But they were saying that the light-skinned brothers couldn't join the camps because join the camps because they was viewed as a faulty image, which is a damn lie. And all light-skinned Negroes don't come from the same place. So they're lying about that. And he said, do you believe Shem, Ham, and Japheth were all black men, Negroes, or dark races, non-Negro? All right, because just because you're dark complected doesn't make you a Negro. All right, the Negro is the black American, the men of color here in America. All right, sir, whether you like it or not, the more melanin you have, the better. He's just going on. He's just talking. All that stuff is not true. All right, and I want to get something else that I've seen. I'm going to make a part 2. I'll see you on the next one.